What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shout outs to the early birds. Yo, Life O'Keefe, what was that? Life of Kiko. Okay. Mike L, Boston in the building. I see Philly checking in. Sean Philly, what up? T Williams, what it do? Ronald Williams. What's up, Ronald Williams? Mark Phillips. Ronald Williams, I read that name, Ronald Williams, and it was so close to Ronald Wilson, my cousin who recently died. It just brought back a wave of memories. R.I.P. to Ronald Ray. You dig what I'm saying? Going in, fam, going in. Hey, we lost an icon, fam. We lost more than a legend. Lou Gossett, Jr., one of the best to ever do it. One of the absolute best to ever do it. Lou Gossett, Jr. Is no longer with us, family. Lou Gossett, Jr. was the first black man to win a supporting Oscar. First black man to win a supporting actor Oscar has died. His nephew said that he passed away Thursday night in Santa Monica. No cause of death has been revealed. Lou Gossett had a celebrated career, most noticeably earning his groundbreaking Academy Award for his 1982's An Officer and a Gentleman. The trophy had been a long time coming. Lou Gossett Jr. had been putting in a lot of work for years and years and years in the music business, in the movie business. And he had received critical acclaim for his 1964 role in Broadway's A Raisin in the Sun. And that cemented his stage presence by replacing Bill Daniels in Golden Boy. His Hollywood break came when he bagged an Emmy for his role in the 1977 TV series Roots. That's his most famous role that I remember him for. Now, as y'all know, he played Old Mister in 2023's remake of The Color Purple. He also won a Golden Globe for the 1992 TV movie, The Josephine Baker Story. He also starred in the movie Enemy Mine, the TV series Sadat, and is also known for his role as Colonel Charles Chappie Sinclair in the Iron Eagle film series. His last credit, as I mentioned, came in his role as Old Mister in the 2023 remake of The Color Purple. Back in 2010, he had a big scare where we thought we might lose him to prostate cancer, which he caught in the early stages. Just a little bit of personal information on him. He was married 3 times, and he's survived by his sons, Sadie, and his adopted son, Sharon. This kid is a kid that he saw on a TV program, and it was about kids in desperate situations. So Lou Gossett Jr. adopted him and gave him a better life. Lou Gossett Jr. was one of those unsung actors, one of those unsung hero actors. The type of dude that's in the industry that is probably not considered the biggest guy, didn't make the most money, wasn't the most famous dude, but he well respected by all of his peers. Reminds me of the comedian, what's his name? What's the guy name? What's his name? What's that guy name? No, his name is Spencer. But he's been around for a long. I can't believe I'm messing his name up. I can't remember his name. But Chris Spencer, that's his name. Chris, I think. Chris Spencer. Chris Spencer has been around a long time. And you know what? Let me just make sure I'm saying I got his name right. Yeah, that's his name, Chris Spencer. Chris Spencer is one of those dudes been around a long time, and he's never really just been considered the biggest comedian in the game, the one to make the most money or whatever. But he's smart, he's professional, he's talented, and he's very good at what he's doing. He's well respected in the world of comedy. That's Lou Gossett. In modern day comparisons, I would say Lou Gossett is kind of like our Terrence Howard. Imagine if you heard some bad news like this about Terrence Howard. That's how much of an impact Lou Gossett Jr. has had on the film industry. This is how influential he's been. Unfortunately, like what we do a lot of times when our heroes get older, our legends get older, we tend to forget about them and they tend to fade to black, and we don't really do a good job at remembering our legends. We see an old face and when we start running in the opposite direction, like we ain't never gonna get old. You know, people like to crack jokes about age and stuff. In fact, I had one of my buddies who ain't nothing but like 3 or 4 years younger than me, was cracking a joke about my age on a couple of days ago. And he was like, hey, how old are you? I said, 57. He said, so he sent me a text message back. He said, damn, you old. And I said, thank God. Thank God. The hell, y'all, what you want? You think the alternative don't look too bright to me. And all of you who got a chip on your shoulder about the elders, all of you who don't, who fears getting old, you got one alternative. You can stop growing right now. That's your only alternative. Other than that, keep waking up. Keep waking up. I'm cool with getting older. I love it, man. You know why I love it so much? And then, you know, people be like, man, you know, what's up, man? They cracking jokes and stuff. But not necessarily cracking jokes, but try to say things to try to make you feel better, like when you're older. Like, yeah, man, what's up, man? You know, yeah, your birthday coming up. What you gonna be like? What you gonna be 30? You gonna be 35? You know, because I do look a lot younger than I am. What you gonna be 30? No, man, I'm gonna be 55. I'm gonna be 60. I'm gonna be whatever I am. That's what I am. You know why? Because they told me, family, that I wasn't gonna live to be 18. I heard it a lot of times. I heard it from my own family members. That boy ain't gonna make it to see 18. Nah, granted, I did allegedly do some things to make them feel that way. Allegedly, I had behavioral traits that supported their theory. But Here I am, baby. Here I am. Now that didn't come by happenstance. I worked on this, because if you don't, I'm gonna tell you something, family. If you can't see yourself being an older person, if you can't see yourself aging gracefully, you can't see yourself being 60, 70, 80, 90, you ain't gonna get there. You probably won't get there. You probably won't get there. And I see myself being 67. I saw myself even when I was in my teens. I was like, but they just kept hitting me with so much pessimism and so much negativity. I did question it a couple of times, and then I'm so competitive, and I love proving my detractors wrong. I wanted to just keep on like hitting those marks just to prove them wrong. I wanted to see 18 and 19 just to prove them wrong. 25, 30, 40, 50, just to prove them wrong. I love that, man. I love proving them wrong. I'm really not the type of guy you should bet against. I'm telling you, man, I'm too competitive. I take it personally. Very, very competitive. Gossett, Jr. lived to be 87 years old, and he pretty much worked until he died. Not because he had to, I don't think, because, he wanted to. 87 years old, and he did what he loved doing until the day he died. His last film was last year, so I would guess that he maybe finished that film in 2022. In any event, 87, he gave it a good run. He gave it a good run. So I've noticed that a lot of mainstream media haven't even spoken his name. Low down, dirty sons of. This is why it's so important that we have our own media outlets. So we have our own platforms so that we can give our own their flowers. We can get those flowers to the people that deserve it. Ain't no way I was gonna not let this day go by without saluting Gossett Jr. He is a trailblazer, pioneer, opened the doors. He is a door opener for millions. Going into the comments. That's right, and stood on something. Man had all the integrity in the world. And you know what, one of the role that he played that I typically don't like slave movies at all. But that just happened to be the most memorable one to me, where he played Fiddler in Roots, and he was trying to get Kunta Kinte to not get himself killed, being, honorary and keep on trying to run. He kept, Kunta Kinte kept trying to run. To his credit, would not conform. And Lou Gossett Jr. role as Fiddler was to pretty much be his mentor. And so he kept on just trying to save his life, like, young buck, slow down, young buck, slow down. And it was an honorable character, you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody ain't built to go all out. Everybody ain't built. Like, sometimes, everybody ain't got that same kind of fight when they get done wrong. You ever notice how some people have jobs, sometimes corporate jobs, sometimes people have these jobs where they make six figures and they got a boss who wear that title with pride, boss, and they like to boss you around, talk to you crazy, and all this type of stuff. And some people, they just kind of like let it roll off, and they just kind of tolerate it. Well, others gonna stand, and the first time that boss get out of line with them, they're gonna let them know what time it is off the jump, because it don't matter how much money they making. They'll be like, man, man, you can have this money. You can take this job and shove it before I allow you to handle me like that. But then others will be like, you know what? They'll just allow themselves to go through the torment. So that's that. Stacy R, what's up? Bye-bye. Who you talking to, Stacy R? Yeah, Lou Gossett Jr., I never seen a weak role. I never seen him play a weak role. I never seen him deliver a weak performance. Was always on the money, always on the money. And when you listen to actors talk about him, nothing but good things, all of them, nothing but good things. Man was in this game for 87 years. And if there's a scandal out there, I ain't never heard about it. Y'all know that's hard to do in Hollywood. Miss Galore, Iron Eagle series, say free. Ruth Robinson, what's up? Where you been? Yep, he was an enemy of mine. Adam Foster, what's up? What's up, Sir Anthony? All right, fam, that's my time. Quick recap. Lou Gossett Jr., the first Black man to win a supporting Oscar, is no longer with us. He's finished his job at 87 years old on this planet. His nephew said that he passed away. Let me put a pic of Lou Gossett Jr. back up there. That's him in the Road Fiddler. But his nephew said that he passed away on Thursday night in Santa Monica. No cause of death has been revealed. Lou Gossett Jr. had a celebrated career, most noticeably earning his groundbreaking Academy Award for the 1982's An Officer and a Gentleman, which he said was a huge affirmation of his position as a Black actor in his 2010 memoir, An Actor and a Gentleman. Quite befitting. Lou Gossett Jr.'s last credit came in the role of Old Mister in 2023's remake of The Color Purple. In 2010, it was revealed that Lou Gossett Jr. had prostate cancer, but he caught it in the early stages and was able to give us 13 14 more years. Lou Gossett, Jr., dead at the age of 87. R.I.P. No more talk.